Right. Right. Could you introduce yourself, please?
I am Porcelain Victoria and I am 26 and I've been a professional dominatrix as well as a professional companion. I do everything to do with sex work, really, a little bit of everything. And I run the podcast Behind the Paddle podcast. Yeah.
And yeah, that's of course where I first found out about you because I was looking for podcasts. Yours looked interesting. I started listening to it, and yeah, I've learnt a lot, to be honest.
Well, that is like the whole goal of the podcast because growing up, there was such a lack of information out there
Mm,
when it comes to the podcast topics that we do talk about on there, which is like LGBTQ plus, feminism,
mm.
BDSM, everything that is taboo.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And that's why we get shadow banned.
Well, yeah, I know. I've skirted perilously close to that a few times. I mean, I've had to like Instagram bans for saying naughty things now and again, but yeah, not fortunately not had to go through that whole sort of shadow banning thing, which, to be honest, is pretty disgusting.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, we did a whole load of episodes on like religion and periods and
Mm,
the myths and everything. I think we made like 4 or 5 episodes on that.
mm.
And periods is one thing where I've seen where it's like heavily like nobody talks about it and it's
Yeah,
so taboo.
I mean, it's all this educational stuff that's getting hidden away. It's like, no, we need to know these things.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. And yeah, that is the aim of the podcast where it is just like this is what we need to talk about. Like,
Mm.
hello, why isn't this in the education system and
Oh yeah, I
everything?
mean, I'm a science teacher, and the number of times I've had kids coming back to me when we've taught things basically about like human anatomy, human physiology, and they've come, oh, it was blocked, sir. It was what? Oh yeah, it was blocked. All the stuff about hormones, especially because we teach hormones and pregnancy as part of the GCSE down here. Because you're up in
Hmm.
Scotland, aren't you?
Yes, yes. Well, I was actually born in a small town called Runcorn.
Oh, I know Runcorn. Yeah. Well, I know of it. Uh, used to go watching rugby league, and Batley always got beaten by Runcorn Highfield,
Oh God.
or it
But
always
yeah,
seemed like they got beaten by them.
I did not follow that football. My father was just like Liverpool, and I was like, ooh, sure.
Mm, yeah.
But I
Oh
moved to
yeah, I got
Scotland
dragged to
about
rugby
six
league
years.
games, so I was there on a wet Sunday afternoon having to watch what 26 blokes sort of bumping into each other. I mean, admittedly, sometimes it was actually quite good fun because when you got like breaks on and stuff, it could be quite exciting. But when your average game is not
I
really
mean
into
that
sports.
the only sports I'm into is wrestling
All
because
right.
that has a lot of like theatrics and the
Yes.
ADHD brain is good with that.
Mm. I think that could be another reason why I'm just not with sport because, or not with your team sports because they go on too long and not much happens.
Yeah, yeah,
Because,
exactly.
I mean, I'm still waiting for a diagnosis,
Hmm.
but I've been told that, yeah, I'm probably ADHD. So, yeah, most of us intelligent people are.
I know, right? The ones that actually want to give education.
Oh,
The
yeah. I
ones,
mean, seriously, looking round in just about every school, college I've worked in, you look at some of the teachers, and well, you look at most of them,
mhm.
and yeah, we're all neurodivergent.
Yeah,
There's a lot of autism, for instance,
that's a good point.
and certainly a fair bit of ADHD knocking about as well.
Hmm. I would say it's the same in the sex work industry where we are the majority of us are neurospicy somehow.
Mm,
Um, and some are autistic as well, and it's very, very interesting because I've got a sprinkle of everything.
You are something of a veteran podcast. I know say you say you've only been doing it 2 years, but yeah, that counts you as a veteran because anything more than about 10 episodes marks you out, basically marks you for life from what they're saying on various bits and pieces I've read about podcasting.
Yeah, yeah, I know that when because I do it on Buzzsprout and Buzzsprout is really good. It's a nice platformer.
Hmm.
And they were just like, "Oh, you've made like 25 episodes. Only like 10% of people actually
Yeah.
do this." I'm like, "Wait, what?" Like I'm like, "Nah, mate, I'm on to like my 54th episode right now." But even before that, I was doing podcasting as well. So,
Hmm.
I've
I've been
been
looking
doing it for a
at
while.
about 400 over.
Yeah.
I started in 2008,
Oh,
but
damn. Okay.
yeah, I've been doing I've done like 400 episodes, and it's basically a mute show. But to be honest, with a lot of the political stuff and societal stuff that's going on at the moment, I'm looking at just hang on, I'm a metalhead. I'm part of a kind of slightly othered population. We should be looking out for the people who are more othered than us. We should be
Mm.
sticking together.
Oh,
So
yes, absolutely.
I am trying to basically what I'm trying to do is open it out into and getting more sort of marginalized voices on the show.
Yeah,
So you're
yeah,
part of the push
absolutely.
towards that.
Well, I think sex work is a good way to go when it comes to, well, making awareness about things as well,
Yeah.
especially. Because as I've said before, and you've said before, like we all have things in common.
Oh, totally.
Like sex workers are absolutely normal human beings at the end of the day.
Well, that's normal. I don't like normal. Normal people scare me.
Average?
They're even worse. Right. So going back then, when did you start first getting into sort of like rock, metal, and who was your gateway band? Because we've all got a gateway band. So who was yours?
Ooh, okay. So as with everything, I got into it quite young.
Hmm.
So there used to be a channel called Scuzz.
Oh yes. Yeah. I
Oh,
know of that. Yeah, that's where people like Sophie K got the start as well.
oh wow. Yeah, I used to watch that and then like if you just went the next channel, it was Kerrang. And
Hmm.
like those were the two channels I would flip between.
Right.
Um so anything on Scuzz, if that's how you say it. Um But mainly, I would say it would be Slipknot and like Shinedown, and
All
then
right. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm kind of from an earlier breed. With me, it was Queen was my real gateway, and then a guy who I used to know got me into Iron Maiden, and then it was all downhill from there. And this was back in the late 80s.
yeah, this would have been. I feel so great feeling so young because usually I feel so old.
Oh, you're not but a lass, you. I mean, 26. I'm literally twice as old as you.
Because this would have been in like 2010 maybe.
Mm,
It's like 10, 11, something like that. Um, yeah, I really, oh, it's so good. Memories of
yeah.
listening.
So, I mean, like most of us, I'm presuming you sort of keep up with finding new bands and stuff. So, who's your latest new discovery that you might want to tell us about?
Okay, so I wrote this down because of my lovely
Ah,
memory. Um, so I like this new band called Death by Romy.
oh yes, yeah, I know about. Yeah, she's good.
Yes. And I was just like, oh, very nice. Very
Mm,
nice. Yeah, the American singer, songwriter,
yeah,
and yeah, it's really good. Like they've got punk, electric,
mm,
like a bit of rock in there and dark pop and really,
yeah,
really good. Really nice.
yeah. I mean, I played. Well, they did a. There's a collaboration with Wargasm on their
Oh, I
album,
love Orgasm.
and yeah, I played that on. couple of weeks ago. And yeah,
Hmm.
I love all that sort of stuff myself. So yeah, that's yeah, that's the new sort of offshoot of metal, in it really. It's just that sort of dark pop
Oh
mixing in the
yeah.
electronics, and it's
That
really
that
exciting.
is where it is. Oh yeah, absolutely. Because another one which I went to go see was Bambi Fog,
Yeah, I
and
mean,
they
obviously
sort
she
of have the same.
represented Ireland in the Eurovision Song Contest last year.
Yes, yes. And she was at Download as well last year.
Mm,
Uh, really, really amazing and 10 out of 10.
yeah.
So good, so good.
Mm. Have you checked out Cassiette?
How do you spell that?
Cassette. She
I
actually
don't think I have.
co-wrote the song that Bambi Thug did at Eurovision, so they're mates.
Oh, interesting. I'm looking at the Spotify and
Mm,
the vibes are there.
yeah,
So I shall
and she's got an
definitely have a look at
incredible
this.
voice as well.
Hmm. Oh, that's awesome. They look very nice.
Mm.
They've got quite a lot of listens as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I kind of stumbled across her about a year ago, and just like you just hear, when somebody's voice just grabs you,
Yes, yes.
and just like and then you just start digging in.
Hmm.
Because yeah, I mean, let's face it, metal is the musical taste with homework, really, isn't it?
Metal, rock, all alternative. I love it, especially if it's got
Mm,
like a message in it or
yeah.
it means something. Oh, yes, absolutely.
So going back then, I mean, we're talking albums
Hmm.
because they're the ones. I mean, it's a significant financial investment. Going to the shop, walking in there, picking it off the shelf. What was the first one you bought with your own money?
Okay, so trying to remember all of this. I remember when this is quite a vivid memory as well, which is so weird. Um, we went to, as a family, we would go to like car boot sales or like mar indoor
Yeah.
markets. And on this occasion, I remember I had some pocket money and I was what, maybe 13, something like that.
Mm.
There was a stall which had CDs. And I was like, oh, okay. And they had a Slipknot Volume 3
All right.
album.
Mm.
And I was like, I will take that. I will have it. I love the cover of it.
Mm.
Um it's really beautiful. And so that was my first album, I think, that I was just like, yes, I will have this instead of pirating music.
Oh yeah, yeah. You sort of taped them. Well, back in my day, you taped them off your mates. But yeah, my first one I bought was Seventh Son of a Seventh Son by Iron Maiden, and I bought it on cassette at Morrison's.
Oh wow.
I can
Yep.
even remember it cost me £5.29.
I mean, I don't think the
Because
CD
you
was
always remember your
that.
first, don't you?
I know, right? Absolutely. No matter what it is.
So on the subject of first, what was the first gig you went to?
Okay. So, I honestly like I'm very much a workaholic and I didn't grow up in a family where we could like afford to go out or
Yeah.
anything like
Mm.
that. So, my first festival was actually I just went all out and I was like, we're gonna go to Wacken, which is
Blimey.
in yeah. So yeah, we went to Wacken, Wacken Open Air in Germany, and it was wonderful. It was so great. There was so many good bands on.
I've been told about that. Yeah. I mean, that's one of those festivals that sells out before they announce any of the bands.
Yes, yes. It was great. We f flew over, and it was honestly one of the most like I haven't been to that many festivals at all, but
Mm.
I would absolutely definitely encourage to go to Wacken because
Mm.
it was so friendly. It wasn't. it was packed, but it was organized very, very well.
Yeah.
The vendors, the food, oh, and at the time I was actually I think 4 months pregnant as well.
All right.
So I was just like, we're gonna do this. Baby's first concert in my belly. I was just like, you listen to this? Yes, Ghost at like midnight.
Mm. Oh, we waited until he'd been born. He was about 2 when we first took him to Bloodstock. It
Hmm.
was 2012,
Oh, see, of
and he cried because we wouldn't let him get on the tattoo bus.
course, of course.
And trying to sing along to Nevermore, who were playing it.
Oh,
And the
yes.
the only song he knew at the time was The Wheels on the Bus. So he was singing the lyrics to The Wheels on the Bus to the tune of the Nevermore song that they were playing at the time.
Hmm. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's adorable.
Mm.
Um, my wee one is will be going to their third download this year.
All right.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, they've went 3 times. Absolutely love it. Loves it so much.
Yeah. Who are you going for? Who's the big targets that you want to see?
Corn.
Mm.
I haven't really, let me just double check, but I haven't really got into Sleep Token that
No, me
much.
neither.
I know a lot of people
Mm.
love Sleep Token, but I'm just like, they're all right. You're okay.
Yeah.
I've already seen Weezer when they
Mm.
did was it Weezer? Yes. Um and I can't wait to see Green Day. Green Day, very
Mm.
excited. Um Poppy, very
Yes.
excited for Poppy. Very.
Mm.
Oh, and Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh yeah. They're pretty much the heritage band on the bill, really, are they? Because they've been around a while.
Oh yeah, they've been around a good while.
Mm.
Um, I know that Steel Panther's going, but I did see them in Wacken, and they're not really because I'll be just going with my kid. They're not
Mm.
really that kid friendly.
Oh, not really.
I mean, last time at Wacken, they got a bunch of girls up on stage and to take the tops off,
Right.
and so I was like, okay.
Well, I think I've kind of got it in my head somewhere that somebody I know is going to be performing with Steel Panther. I mean, she's a stripper, and
Okay.
she's going to be up on stage with them.
Oh,
I don't know
that's
whether it's
awesome.
at I don't know whether it's at Download, but she's definitely been talking about it.
Oh, well, they're what stage? They're on the Opus stage, so they're on
Mm.
quite a big stage to be fair. So that could happen.
Mm.
That sounds good. Maybe I should expose my kid to this. I
Yeah,
don't
why not?
know.
Yeah, exactly. Why not? I mean, you, it's in a safe environment,
That's very true.
so if she's mature enough for it, why the hell not?
I know. And yeah, that goes again with the whole education
Mm.
and teaching kids that everything's good.
Oh yeah. Okay, we've covered that one. Right. So when you're working,
Mhm.
is there I mean, do you have like a particular playlist that you use when you've got a client, for instance?
Um, I have like a work playlist. Um, if if I think a certain client uh can cannot perform or cannot
Mm.
get in the space, if I'm listening to like Disney music. So like we can happily like listen to Rob Zombie. we can happily listen to Ghost, maybe some Linkin Park, some
Mm,
Rammstein. Like Rammstein's really good for work
yeah, I can see
because it's
that. Yeah.
just got that oomph in it.
Mm,
Um, but yeah, when it comes to like, because I like a whole range of music.
mm.
Um, so yeah, it really just depends what the client enjoys in a
Right.
way. Because I could, what is there? Like with like Lana Del Rey, like I can get away with that depending on
Mm,
what we're doing.
right.
Trying to think of like some really upbeat stuff. Because even like Chapel Rowan, um, and when it comes to like Ash Nico, definitely,
Yeah.
I can just use them.
Mm,
If it in my playlist, I've got like musical stuff. So if Sweeney Todd, the butcher, like the
yeah.
barber, just turns on, I'm like, no, we can listen to that while I'm
Mm,
pegging you. This is not Fleet Street.
mm. Yeah, I can definitely see Rammstein being used when you're pegging somebody. Yeah, that'd work.
Yeah,
Especially like
absolutely.
Linked by Dry Fear. That would work really well.
Yeah, it's so good. It works. It really does. And you can do the beat to the music,
Yeah. I mean, come on, do Hast. It'd be perfect, wouldn't it?
right?
Right, so when I'm interviewing somebody,
hmm
I always ask them to pick a number of songs to play after the interview. It could be anything. It could be three songs off your playlist or your latest Spotify playlist. It could be three songs that have a deep meaning for you.
hmm
So, Porcelain Victoria, what are your three choices?
Okay, so I thought long and hard about this. Um, my first choice was Coming Undone by Korn.
Mm.
And then Doomsday Blues by Bambi Fug. And then I thought
Oh, good song that.
we've got a few like we've got two generations there, I want to say.
Mm.
And Peace Cells by Megadeth. So
Yeah,
I'll throw that one
classic.
in.
Bit of classic thrash, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned Linkin Park earlier on. What do you think of the new singer?
Oh, okay. So So the way I see it is like, do you know how, because I really like comics and superheroes, so
All right,
this is
yeah.
connected. So whenever they come out with a different adaptation, like with Batman, because Batman's got
Mm.
so many different movies,
Yeah.
and they can try and say like they're all connected somehow. Um, but they're not in a way.
Mm.
Um, I would say it's not Linkin Park. I feel like they should have given themselves a different name.
Yeah.
I absolutely adore the singer, the lead
Mm.
singer. I think she is amazing, and I love the song, Heavy as the Crown. Um,
Yes.
very, very, very nice, especially because I did watch League of Legends Arcane.
Right.
Very, very good. And I I don't, I don't think they should have kept the name Lincoln Park, but I understand that when people say Lincoln Park, then it has that thing where they went, oh, Lincoln
Mm.
Park, like they know Lincoln Park, so they've
Yeah.
already got their audience, they've already got the people who know their name, so it wouldn't make any sense in a way for them to use a different
Mm.
name because they're not going to be known. So I don't agree with the business move, but it makes sense as a business move.
Yeah. 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 Because I
Uh,
mean, it is a different sound,
yeah,
and I've got to say, I actually, I was genuinely surprised how good it was.
yeah, I absolutely like it. Yeah,
Mm. But yeah, you're right. It's not really Linkin Park. 'Cause Linkin Park's Chester Bennington.
exactly, exactly.
So yeah, I kind of agree. Yeah. maybe change the name. I think I read somewhere that Mike Shinoda was thinking about doing that, but then he
Hmm.
just kind of thought, well, no, it's there's the rest of us here. It wasn't just Chester. There was other guys as well, and it's our
Yeah.
band. And yeah, actually, from a business point of view, yeah, I can see where you're coming from when you say that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because instead of starting at zero and having to build all the way back up again, you've already got the established brand.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, from a business point of view, it makes total sense.
Mm. Right. Okay. So where can we find you on the internet?
Okay. You can find me. I do use Instagram for Behind the Paddle podcast.
Mm.
Of course, you can find Behind the Paddle podcast on like Spotify, Apple, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And especially if you just search it into Google. If you want to find myself, I don't really give out my personal Instagram, but I do have one.
Mm.
But if you type in Porcelain Victoria, Scotland, um, then that should come up with everything. I have a lot of links because I do so much stuff. I do phone chat, so that would be on fan call or dom line. The main website where you can see all my information is my own website at Porcelain Dolly, and from there you should be able to see my links and everything. And yeah, I'm everywhere.
Well, it was an absolute pleasure talking to you, and thanks for taking the time to speak to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me on.